Welcome to Art with Mrs. Cap, where we are going on a journey through the world of art and the many histories and cultures that influence it. Whether you're a kid or a kid at heart, wanting to learn more about the art world, this is the podcast for you. So join us as we journey through art with Mrs. Cap. Can you imagine being in a new world and a new place with a new culture, and you discover this object and the size of this object? That's exactly what happened hundreds of years ago. So the work that we're looking at today is known as the Sunstone. It's from Mexico, and it still is housed in a museum in Mexico. It's in the National Anthropology Museum in Mexico City, Mexico, which is really cool. It's very rare that works of art stay right where they were done or where they were found. We don't see that often, but this did, and that's really pretty amazing. It's made out of basalt, and it is believed that they took this from the stone that they made this out of from a nearby volcano and dragged it to where they carved it in the middle of what's now a main plaza in Mexico City. Just to kind of give you an idea of the size, this is about 358 centimeters in diameter, ends up being a little under 12 feet, and then 98 centimeters thick. So it ends up being a little more than 3 feet thick. And then it weighs 52,210 pounds. And that's after it's been carved. So who knows what the original stone weighed that they had to drag to this place. Can you imagine how many animals and people and all kinds of stuff it took to do that? It's crazy to think about with, with modern technology, we could easily do that. But wow, I mean, it's just pretty cool, the ingenuity that they had for this. So it was carved, and it basically captures like the history of the culture that it's from. Many thought it was like a calendar or, some kind of thing like that. And initially they thought that it was carved in the 1470s, but modern research has suggested that it was probably carved somewhere between the time of 1502 and 1521, just based on that it refers to the Aztec ruler Montezuma II. It is actually from the culture, the Mexica or Mexicas culture, who were the rulers of the Aztec Empire. So to give you a little background there. And it was, when it was initially discovered by the Spanish conquistadors and everything, they buried it underground. And then hundreds of years later, in 1790, it was rediscovered, and then they wanted to bury it again. And people were like, no. So they put it on the side of the cathedral where it stayed for many years. And then eventually it was brought inside into a museum. So when you look at this, what do you think the story is that it's telling? Let us know. We hope you enjoyed today's podcast. Be sure to subscribe and check out more episodes as we travel through the world of art and art history to have a better understanding of our own ties to the culture and history of humanity.